Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are at Lake Union and we're going to do a walk around of what it looks like. So flight's already stopped taking off for the day, but Kenmore Air is out of here and you'll actually see seaplanes taking out people right from here and bringing them in right from here, which is kind of a cool, unique thing to Seattle that you don't necessarily see all over the place. Lake Union has gone through quite the renovation over the last 10 years. Everything is brand new, really nice. So it's definitely been catering to the tech community that is out this way. So Google and Amazon will be your two big ones that are in this area, and Facebook as well. And really this whole area has really changed a lot over the last 10 years. To the point where you probably would not recognize it if you saw what it was before and were to walk it today. Some pretty popular restaurants down here: Daniel's Broiler, Duke's, to name a couple. That's just gross. Lots of poop. But yeah, it's a beautiful night. Good night to go out for a walk, and I'm just gonna walk around and take a look at everything. So straight ahead, if you look straight over there, that would be Gasworks Park. Every summer they do a huge 4th of July show that's right from there, so people start showing up real early in the day to make sure they get good seats. And there's basically a old factory there that I don't know if it was ever used or the exact story on it, to be honest. But really cool little area to look at, and pretty cool park. A lot of people paddle boarding, kayaking, boating all around that area. So somewhere to come visit if you're new to the area or you're visiting here. This area is a lot safer of an area. Pretty nice, lots of good restaurants, lots of things to do. It's definitely catering to a younger audience. So you have a lot of the tech industry here, which is where they're going to be going for nightlife and living all around this area. But lots and lots of good food in this area as well. But pretty nice night. Definitely a good night to be out. We're not always raining in Seattle, or in Washington State for that matter. So we'll walk on to a couple more docks and then we're gonna head south a little bit, see how far in we get. So something unique to the Seattle area is houses that are floating on the water. So in the intro to this video, you'll have seen some homes that were floating on the water. I don't know how many cities have something like that, but I think a lot of people know it from like Sleepless in Seattle with Tom Hanks, movie from a very long time ago, if you have seen that. But yeah, it is kind of a cool, unique thing. I went and walked around, and unfortunately there were no docks that I could legally go onto, so I did not get onto any docks, but just took some pictures and some video from afar. Got the drone up for a minute. It is a great night to be out. So some areas to think about if you're not from this area and you're trying to make a plan. Lake Union, Ballard, the Ballard Locks, Green Lake, Capitol Hill, Queen Anne. Those are all areas that are pretty popular and lots of things to do. And then if you do go downtown, Pike Place is nice. Just be aware there's currently some issues down there, so kind of have your head on a swivel. But areas like this are, you don't have as much to worry about. It's in much better condition right now. So something cool that we did for my brother-in-law's bachelor party is we actually rented one of the boats down here, and I tell you what, that was actually a pretty cool experience, staying in Lake Union and going out to the bars from the boat and staying on the boat for 2 nights. Really cool experience. So if you are looking for a way to stay downtown, don't rule out staying on a boat. Cannot remember what we paid, but it was not so bad with breaking it up amongst 8 of us. If I see the boat, I'll let you know, but so far I have not seen the one that we stayed on. So this part of the city, it's looking back at all the buildings, it's just staring into rows and rows of glass, really. Nothing really stands out a whole bunch. They look nice, but they don't necessarily have the character that other areas have, like the downtown or Pioneer Square, or even around Queen Anne. So just all very new and shiny. Never get tired of the Space Needle, though. It is always a cool thing to get to look at. This Daniel's broiler is right in front of us. The day that I asked my wife to marry me, that was the restaurant we went to. It's kind of the standard, like, good quality steak to get in Seattle. That and the Metropolitan. Is it the Met? I think it's the Met. Been there a couple of times as well. That would be the 2 that I would recommend if you're looking for a good steak in Seattle. Yeah, the Metropolitan Grill. Alright. I'll walk a little bit over here. I actually have never been over here, so let's see what is over here real quick. But it is getting dark, so we're going to turn back here and go towards the city where we have more light. Nice little kids' playground. If I remember correctly, Duke's is more down this way. Alright, we'll walk along this pier, this dock, and then we'll turn back around. I am definitely getting excited for summer nights. So sunset was a little after 7:30 today, and we're getting later and later days, which I love. By summertime, it'll be around 9 that we have sunsets. pretty nice. Then we fall into winter. We end up being about 4:15 is when we get dark, and that is just the worst. I am definitely more of a night owl, so there have definitely been days where I've woken up and only had 5 hours of daylight, and just not a fan of that. So would be very happy if we just stayed on daylight savings time year round. We'll see if that ever happens. How's it going? That would be called the Seattle freeze. It's pretty common for people to not want to talk to you. Sometimes if you say hi or you try talking to them, they think, what do you want from me? And they just ignore you, like just happened. So there you go. Man, lake is like glass tonight. How you doing? Sheba?
Yes.
Very cute.
Good boy, Royal. Good boy. Good boy. इसके मुंह में बहुत मिट्टी है. पकड़ ले इसको. रोई. No.
Is he friendly? I love dogs.
He's friendly. He's
Hi.
extra friendly.
Hi, you're like my puppy. Hi. Oh, what's his name?
Ro.
Hi, Ro. Very cute. Oh, yeah, am I a new friend? Okay. You guys have a good one. Our dog is Maltese Shih Tzu, Lola. Looks very similar to Ro. Unfortunately, she has gone fully blind, but she's still happy. As she's gone blind, she's become really dependent on staying close to me, so when I'm home, she's my shadow almost. So as long as she's happy and she's eating and still able to get around, we're doing everything we can to keep her comfortable. Alright. Looks like they got some more stuff coming along, for more stuff for everyone to do on the waterfront. That's always a good thing to see. So, even with all the issues Seattle is having, the construction has never stopped. I'm going to be way off here, but I think the last time I counted, we had something like 17 or 18 cranes that were up. But, there's one right there. Let's see. This might not be the best example. There's two over there, so that's 3. Can't see any more from there, but I promise you there's cranes everywhere. So lots and lots of growth in the area. Alright.
Exercise ring closed.
Alright. Well, you guys heard it. I got my exercise in for the day, apparently. It's honestly just really peaceful coming down here. It's been a while since I've been to Lake Union as well, and It's nice to see stuff. It's been a while to see. So there's a streetcar that runs along here as well. I've never actually taken it, so I believe it goes to the south part of Seattle, but I'm not exactly sure where that streetcar goes. It also has a name that I won't say on here. I don't know if it's still called that, but you can Google what the Seattle streetcar is called if you want to find out. Front of Daniel's Broiler. So the plan is to get up to Capitol Hill tonight and play some dodgeball. I honestly got out of the house a little later than I was planning, so I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen, but at some point I would like to get some video of what Cal Anderson Park looks like today. If you are from this area, or you know of what happened in 2020, beginning of summer, was the Chaz Chop Zone, and that was in Capitol Hill, and that park was basically taken over, and I think it was 6 city blocks were taken over as an independent zone. The mayor at the time, Jenny Durkin, labeled it the Summer of Love, and they said it was safe and peaceful, and unfortunately some people ended up dying during that. Seattle Fire could not actually get into the zone because it was too unsafe to get into it, and eventually the whole thing was disbanded because of how unsafe it did get. But it was something that made national news, and was a hot political debate on what side you fell on, whatever side you fell on. So we're gonna go walk right by the Google building here. I have not actually seen this building yet, so we're gonna go take a look at it. Tapster. So I'm guessing these are all Google employees. Sure looks pretty nice. Alright, so we're just gonna kind of walk a little bit around the area and we'll see where we get to. Lots of scooters. so we got a 16-minute walk to get to the Spheres, Amazon Spheres. So I think that's where we're gonna end the video. We'll get to that and we'll see if we can make it work. So should put me right in line with the GoPro battery being done. Flatstick Pub. They have them in Spokane as well, and I think, if I remember correctly, they have one in Kirkland also that I've seen. Right. So if we're counting cranes, there's number 4 straight ahead of us. We are heading down Westlake Ave. To our west would be Seattle Center, which I've walked around in another video. We took the monorail from Westlake Mall and took that down to Seattle Center and walked around. So if you want to see the monorail or Seattle Center, I have a video of that up as well. I thought Flatstick Pub was all adults, but I see some kids in there, so I don't know if that's like a private group or what the deal is with that. Hey, so what's your plan? I'm in Lake Union right now. I'm gonna walk to the Amazon Spheres and then I gotta walk back to my car, so I'm gonna head to Capitol Hill after that. Alright, well just call me. I don't know why you're so late. That's too late. That's too late for that. Alright, just call me. Bye. It's kind of cool if you can see it over there. So we still have some people wearing masks, but for the most part, things look pretty vibrant. Everyone's getting back to living. Not too many people wearing masks. It's hopefully going to be a good summer. Hopefully we're in a place where we're going to see some good changes, and hopefully the city keeps getting better. They have definitely been cracking down on issues, but there's still more to address. Pete's Coffee. Definitely prefer theirs over Starbucks. Probably hear me say that a few times about Starbucks. I will drink Starbucks, but if there is another option, I will try and go with it. Starbucks is very consistent, just not my favorite coffee. I have heard that if you go to the roasteries, which we have 2 of them, that their specialty coffees that are like not limited in supply are actually pretty good, but have not actually made it into one yet. So something my wife has been wanting to do with me. We are both very big coffee connoisseurs, so maybe we can do that with her. All right, if you can see that crane, there would be number 5, 5th crane. So lots and lots of construction everywhere. There you go, Seattle streetcar.
Yeah, usually. Are you coming?
So question for people that are not from Washington: how many teriyaki places do you have in your area? Teriyaki is one of those staples of Seattle. It used to be, hey, how do I get a cheap lunch for $5? And chicken teriyaki was kind of the staple. And now, post-pandemic and just over the years, my favorite teriyaki place, which is in Everett, I pay about $15 for teriyaki, unless you get there for their lunch special, and then it's like $10. But teriyaki isn't so cheap as it used to be. something unique to Seattle that you'll actually see is Seattle people like, in certain areas of Seattle, to put ranch on their teriyaki chicken. So let me know if that's something that you guys do in your hometowns, or if you've ever heard of that. I have never actually tried it, but I know people that swear by it. I mean, ranch is delicious, so I guess it can't be that bad. Alright, we are actually making great time. We're about 7 minutes away. So part of the reason I actually wanted to get out here and film a little bit of a different area and close to the downtown is I don't want everyone thinking that our issues on 3rd and Pike and into Pioneer and the downtown core, I don't want you to think that's all that's happening in Seattle, because it's not. There's a portion of it, but not everything. Sure, we're gonna go this way. Butcher's Table. So yeah, for the most part, no more mess. Looks like a cool spot. Also a very pet-friendly state, so lots of people take really good care of their pets. You'll see dogs everywhere. GoPro's picking it up. There's a person walking their dog down there as well. People definitely love their pets here. So we're on Blanchard Street. We're going to be taking a left on 7th. And we will pretty much be there. Amazon Spheres on our west side of the street. Alright, well that's pretty much where we're going to end it tonight. Thanks for coming along with me on this walk. It's cool to get to kind of go from daylight to nighttime. But if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button. Leave a comment, let me know what you want to see more of. And I'll see you soon. Have a good night.